I love Emma. She's one of my favorite supporting characters in Apologistus. Which one's Emma? Is that the new girl? Bum, 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 bum. Ah, yes! We were talking to this gem. Yeah, sexy lunch lady. So, I might need a little, like, mini refresher what happened here. We were looking, but there was a cowboy guy that wasn't letting us investigate to the fullest of our abilities. Yeah. Did I already talk to her about everything? No, I didn't talk to her about anything. Somehow, I knew it. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like how I know this daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. Also, story time, yes, I'm glad that you'll be lurking, and I hope you had fun at Frosty. I actually caught up on Frosty's grand finals, this morning, I did. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday, they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So, she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday. Except for the part where you had to play in Uni Top 96 hungover. Oh, yeah. I tried to net play Uni yesterday because I was feeling inspired, and I just really don't like net playing. I fought a super laggy Akatsuki and couldn't do anything. I just was like, I think I hate this. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. The most heinous of all the evil ones. The one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. I love that she has a jelly donut hat. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. So what exactly is it that you witnessed, Miss Star? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. Brock approves, he does. He made the hat, actually. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The moment, the sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ear, and the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Skye? Of course, it's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. How would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Did we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No? Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's Trilobite lunch set. Okay, I'm just gonna let this one go. Ah! Never mind. I don't even want to appreciate part of a trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? Yeah, agreed, Fabbles. We like Emma, Karoy? I like Emma. She's literally just Lunch Lady Camilla. The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance? So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis. Wasn't that bad. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Star? Sense some hostility. Hostility? Ha! Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. Wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning. Specifically speaking, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking cough-up queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. About this card. Lunchland vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card, it's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady. Why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. I always feel like I'm being mocked. Okay. Well, we're going to the High Prosecutor's office. See you later. Oh, wait. Is this Edgeworth's room? I see the Steel Samurai and clothes. And they look like he would wear them. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. I do see the Steel Samurai, yeah. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look! There's a trophy of something here. Trophy? What, that shield? It looks real. It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright. Never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth! You know him from somewhere? Of course! I'm his biggest fan! My sister introduced us once, and... Right, her sister is the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No! It was just Mr. Wright here, Hey, don't blame me. We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? Body was found in this nasty, bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What of it? You have a real bad track record with this, Edgeworth, I'm not gonna lie. What? Your car? I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. So the body was found in your car. Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. Everyone can't help but have their car used in a murder, their fingerprint on the weapon, their saliva on the... Their saliva on the defense attorney? Yes. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait. No, she didn't do that. I mean... Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister then? Yes, sir. Emma Skye. It's nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound forced at all. Ah, now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit, it was a surprise for me too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what'd you say? Lana Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You? Mr. Edgeworth? To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, falsifying autopsies. You name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy! Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go as far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one. Chief Prosecutor Sky. Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago, I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Interesting. Mr. Edgeworth? This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that, or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey! Maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wilds. In the wilds? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. You kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. Now there's a scary thought. Okay. I do like this. This reminds me a lot of Great Ace Attorney. But you guys said I'm not going to be able to do this in Ace Attorney 2 or 3, right? Name and ID number are written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, number 5842189. Wonder why they use numbers for the IDs. What else would they use? Letters, silly. There's reason we have a written language in the first place. True. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID. Yabadab. See? That'd be better. Yabadab, it doesn't have a ring to it. Exactly my point. It doesn't take much to amuse. Oh, correct? Okay. Alright. So we looked at the evidence. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, he can't take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Okay, so I think they want us to examine the room and get some evidence here. My, what an amazing bouquet! Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead. Wendy. Wendy? I've heard that name before. Wait. Wait, wasn't Wendy Oldbag? And a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place, Wendy. Wendy? Is she Mr. Edward's fiance? No, no, no. I don't think so. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? There's a big K on it. Prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. Yeah, King of Prosecutors! It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So that K, that's... K stands for King? Yeah, got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors. Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. Hey, check it out! There's a metal plate here. It looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner? Yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. She says that his name does kind of have a ring to it. You definitely do not want to meet him. Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. He's getting way too excited about this. Work desk, it's quite tidy, as one might expect. A nice desk, easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Strange, why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't. Sue you. You can't just take from people's rooms, girl. Only I can do that. Whoa! These are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good at heights. He must have someone get them for him. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Okay. Hey, a chessboard! Not too up on my chess, but it looks like Blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The Red Knights have surrounded the Blue Pawn. Those horse are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. Check out the poor pawn. His head is kinda spiky. Kinda reminds me of you, yeah. The color symbolism. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Just surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. Okay. So basically this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to retrieve that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah? I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday. Could you tell me more about yesterday? The day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Day. Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. Call it evidence transferal. in your hands of both cases. In other words... Oh, and another thing, a ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield. I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Oh, the parking stub. Okay. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. Miles Edgeworth, 1712. This is dated the day of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. If only he was held up at a couple extra red lights, he wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps. Just goes to show you, you never know what'll happen when you run a yellow light. Life lessons? Okay. Nothing else about it, eh? The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What? Right? I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premise? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the chief. Request of the chief, sir. I got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Skye? I don't like the way this conversation's going at all. Oh, hey, what's up, Dots? The worst character? Oh, no. Skye, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. Ugh. I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but... Sir! I'm just following orders, sir! They told me to bring this to you! I wasn't aware of the particulars! Give me your name. Yes, sir! Meekins, sir! Officer Meekins! Dots? I'm giving you the Wendy eye. Right, Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. But, sir, I didn't know! Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains, and good luck. Wow! Okay. Hey, Jam. What looks odd about him? Also, what are you playing in Discord? That looked interesting. Right. Yes, sir? God, he caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, right? The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. I'm playing a retro-inspired RPG called Scarmund, and it's great. Is it turn-based, Jam? Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down at least. Boo-doo. Boop, boop, boop. Ah. This is Jelly Donuts. Turn-based, inspired by NES, Final Fantasy, and Dragon Quest. That's awesome. I'll have to check it out. I'm happy that we're... Hey, it's a blue badger! I'm happy that we're making progress in all the games. I feel like this is good. After, I think, sometime in March, and if not March, April... we are probably going to be super consistent with streaming again, so... we are just holding on until then. I actually feel like I'm close to beating Cold Steel 3. Are we locking into the move? I cannot say yet. But when I can, I will definitely announce on stream. So don't worry. I will probably say it 1,000,000 times per every stream. Where are you adding Cold Steel 3? I need to catch up on the VODs. Cold Steel 3, I just entered the palace that showed up in Heimdall. And I don't know if it's the final dungeon or not. I'm like, it feels final dungeon-y, but I don't know. I do know that I'm enjoying it, though. What move? I'm not going to talk about it yet, Phil. But I will be talking about it when I know more details. Well, it's not a matter of knowing the details. It's when I can basically say it. But yeah. I have reason to believe that my stream is being watched by parties that I don't want knowing, so I need to... until it's time. Sounds ominous. Oh, it is. That will also be explained in detail at a future time, so I just ask for everyone's patience for those of you that do not know. We're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? Oh, that's Phoenix. I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what is that? Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Oh, wait, I know. This is a blue badger. This is where he got it from, yeah. Steven is a mega Ace Attorney fan. It took me embarrassingly long time for you to connect the dots. Well, you knew Steven before you knew the Blue Badger. I think most people would have also been in that boat. This is like something out of Squid Game, correct. I also am feeling that. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal, what are you doing here? Yay, he's here, Jam. That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be... Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no. Come on, pal, there's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa! The chief prosecutor's little sister! Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like fate.
Magic is just like math.
Oh? Huh? It's a little sensitive issue with us these days. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe?
Me? Oh, well, nothing, really. They kicked me out of a criminal affairs.
Wait, what? Detective Gumshoe? What did you do this time?
What do you mean, this time?
Then, what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all.
It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. Lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all.
Have you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd?
So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the Badger dance down pat.
Isn't there anything else you could be doing?
The chief of police himself is directing the investigation, pal. Officer Marshall, oh him, was assigned to the underground parking lot.
Officer Marshall. Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy.
A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal.
Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this?
Hey pal, this is a detective ID card. You can't keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me in so much trouble all the time.
Means Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot.
Let's see, Bruce Goodman. Goodman? Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. Whoa, now I remember! Bruce Goodman! He's the victim!
That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? Okay, that works.
Oh!
Okay, sorry, repeat dialogue, I didn't mean it. So, this ID card belonged to the victim.
He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman.
You don't think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where he found it?
Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. It was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago.
Evidence transferal? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but where is that chief prosecutor Sky called him out there? To the parking lot.
Lana's confessing as much. Wait, why did it show the ticket? Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh?
What would drive the chief prosecutor's guy to do such a thing? Wait, I mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah, we've been with Gumshoe for a minute. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth, what could have happened? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth.
Down in Mr. Edgeworth's car. Oh.
Okay, same dialogue.
Blah, 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 blah.
Ah! Okay, so... Am I done with him? Should I just present everything? Here's my attorney's badge. Shows to me every time we meet, pal. Real men show their police badge. Enough said. Wish I had a badge. Some examining, you think? Oh, true. I haven't examined yet. That's a good call. Who are these people? Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy. It's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. Guess he wasn't saluting, he was wiping tears from his eyes. They make a good pair. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea. Why? Well, I think they're designed after a panda. And then they made up. A panda? Not that I have any scientific proof, it's just a theory. Do you mind asking how you came up with that theory? It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We'd just been to the zoo, see? Zebras, or do they not have those at your zoo? I was wondering about that.
What, the dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece! Oh!
He made it?
The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal.
Nice work.
It's battery powered so it can go anywhere. There's no switch on it, so it just dances until the batteries die.
Poor blue badger, fated to dance until he drops. This is evidence? Why is there a handprint on it? Okay, let's present it. Wait, why can't I examine this? Oh.
As a detective, I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. I know better than to go blabbing on about things I don't know about.
No, I wouldn't want you to do that either.
Good.
Well, like, this is your creation, what do you mean? And I can't even examine anything on it. There's a handprint.
Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday.
Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, pal, I got an award for diligence myself.
Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield and why is it broken?
Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later.
Apparently he's forgotten.
But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office.
Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. Okay. We got another thing to talk about. Nice.
He's in a rough spot again.
Again? Yes. Remember when you defended him for being accused of murder?
It all started with that murder of the defense attorney Hammond.
But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent.
Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting.
But there's no evidence against him.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious.
I had no idea he was under the gun.
Anyway, his latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself.
What?
But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this all for us. That's all I know about that. Not officially on the case, you know.
Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is. What's his name? The guy in the parking lot.
That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police.
Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something?
No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer from West LA.
For a moment there, I wasn't sure.
Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe.
Oh, nice! I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there, and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Alright, we're going. Thank you, Gumshoe. Thank you! Looks like the investigation's still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, still here? Oh, hello! Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention I've got a boyfriend in the criminal affairs too? What happened to the security guard? Oh, that's a different person. Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. I forgot he drinks on the job. That's quite interesting. Twice. We'll go back. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Hey, Beach. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn ya, fan letters to me go right into the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Aw, that old cow dog. He holding a birthday party or something? Huh. Look where it should say letter of introduction. It says invitation. Ah. I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in then. Thank you, Officer. Officer Marshall? Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? The amount of drama shenanigans that go on, I'd be more surprised if it drives someone to drink. Drinking on the job, though. Who would do that? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out the lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young, remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman was a detective, right? Well, well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Okay, death due to blood loss, 1 knife wound, died within an hour and a half of Really? Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. In common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back, so there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prosecutor. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot. So it seems, like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. This theme is kind of a bop. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Oh, okay. So we're in anime Texas with this guy. Where the fuck did he say he's from in the original translation? This is hilarious. This man is not Japanese. There's just no way. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoe detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So, why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. I imagine he was just like a weeaboo for America in that version. I don't think you can make this guy not Texan with that design. That's odd, though. What would you even call that? Someone Japanese that's obsessed with the West. Because, like, we say weeaboo for someone that's American that's obsessed with the East. A Westaboo? It's a thing, kind of? I don't know the term. America-boo? Gaijin-boo? Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. Yeah, why isn't he in charge? He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just, he doesn't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out the investigation? 12 p.m. The prosecutor's bright red steed came in at a trot, real slow-like. Trot? The term Westaboo? Wait, Westaboo is an actual thing? The more you know. Actually, the more you know. By the way, Bubble Wand, I have Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, just so you're aware. The era is coming. My Madonna tells me the crime occurred 3 minutes later. So it seems the chief prospector was lying in wait. Did you say prospector, not prosecutor? Maybe waiting for her prince to ride in on his bright red horse. On stream or off? Probably majority off, since I'll be playing it with my boyfriend, but, maybe sometimes on stream? Like a one-off kind of thing? I'm really excited to get into it. I'm like, it looks really fun. So what you mean is, the killer intended to use Edgeworth's car all along. Interesting. I'm gonna quickly go on a bathroom break, guys. I will be right back. Okie dokie, guys, I'm back. Alright, so. We have permission to investigate, and we have talked to this dude. Do I need to present anything else to him? Like... Ah, a toy shield suits the boy well. What exactly could you do with a shield like that? A toy knight, maybe? Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth? You don't like him, right? We get the... You know, when I was a detective, I got one of these. Let me guess, did it have a K for King of Detectives on it? Fair warning, Relink main story is solo only. It's a side content that can have co-op. Okay. So, I'll do... Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Well, yeah. I appreciate that warning, though. There's so many playable characters in the game, I'm just, like, looking forward to trying them all and doing stuff. It's such a cool game. The side bosses are fun in co-op. Oh, I bet. I can't wait to play with other people. I'm just not sure exactly when we're gonna get it started up, but it'll definitely be sometime this year. I picked it up for like 27 bucks on sale, which is crazy because the game is normally like 70. I did get the Steam version though. I hope that's not a problem. I would normally do console, but Grant is really, he's a Steam PC gamer, so since I'm going to be playing it mostly with him, I had to do the Steam version. Hey, they could use the same shield over and over. Note to self, the prosecutor's office and criminal affairs are surprisingly cheap. You know it, they've gotten cheaper with every passing year, I tell you. Alright, compadre, count to 3. Oh. Okay, so... evidence that's not relevant to him, he doesn't... Most of my community have PC anyway. Are you on PlayStation or are you PC? Okay, so Bruce Goodman, 36 male. Date and time of death, February 21, between 4 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. Loss of blood from chest wound. Wound was caused by a 4.5-inch knife. A single stab was... Okay. Okay, there's nothing about the length here. Okay, so Marshall doesn't seem like he wants me to bring anything. Can I examine it? Okay. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. Crime scene took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Like a luxury car, it just screams, I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Oh, what's this? Looks like some sort of note. Mainly PS5 for me, but I bought the Steam version for data mining. Yay! So you'll be able to play! Okay, cool. When we start playing it, I'll probably make a roll on Discord, so I'll make sure to tag you and anybody else that has it. Like, I know Ifrit has it and plays. I think Rosen has it, but he is PlayStation, which is a shame. Jordan plays on PC, I believe. I know Kevin has it on PC. I think Natalie also might have it on PC, so yeah, there's a lot of potential here for Relink gaming, which would be awesome. Yeah. Look! Something's written on it! Oh yeah, 675-12-2. Fuck. right. Let's see. 67S 122. There's a name printed on the paper above that, Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed? Well, so, what does it mean, right? How am I supposed to know? Note to self. For deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth. Not right. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Okay, we can't examine it. Got it. Is there anything else going on with the car? This rope, is it? Yup, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body. Oh. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him! You've gotta be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. That is interesting, so he's fell out of the car? There's gonna be so much here. A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. I dream of the day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Shout out to hamburgers. I actually kind of want a hamburger for dinner, but don't tell anybody. B block is through there. That's where the visitors park. You can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance. You're right, I like the cute design on the floor. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Alright, so... Oh, what's that? This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it would belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Check it out. Of course we should check it out. Right, let's check it out! Oh, the music. Man, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know. Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know. I see the series as popular as ever with kids. This phone's still on the redial screen. Dial. Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. I know, it's like, think about what phones actually look like in, when is this game supposed to be set in? 2015? Like, this is hilarious. How long did I have a flip phone? I actually need to think about that. I had a flip phone when I was in high school, for sure. Maybe like the very early stages of college, which would have been like 2010. Yeah, by the time I was in 2015, I think I had an iPhone. It's okay, we can't blame them for not predicting the future. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. Whatever, let's just check the phone out. Now, to see who the owner of the phone called last, note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. What is this? Hey, that song! I know that!
Hey, what's going on over there?
Oh, sorry.
I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that phone there, didn't you? Well, yeah.
Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there.
Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Sky.
What? It's my sister's?
She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who'd she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now, I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that? Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone. Was she trying to call us? What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone, a wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Uh-oh, I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Interesting. Nothing else to push, eh? I guess I'm gonna have to take this back to what's-her-face and present, right?
So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister.
That's correct, but there's a goldmine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences.
Officer Marshall?
Yeah, Bambina?
How can you say that? You and my sister, you were...
Is there something between the cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's a-blowing through the prosecutor's office. Dry wind or ill will. Something's up here, but who? Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you.
But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them.
If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? To say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky.
What? My sister?
Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals. What, you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? They did target him because he was closest to Edgeworth, did they?
So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright?
I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone.
So, you think we'll be okay?
Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana's confessing to the crime. She says she did it.
No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal.
Oh, by the way, Emma?
Yes?
I know that song your phone plays when it rings.
What?
It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? Bop.
That popular TV show that popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was... Oh. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. A detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. Got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Interesting. Okay, so we got a lot of information from that scene. I'm surprised we haven't had to go back to Lana yet to, like, present. We're already here? Wait, we don't know the story! Oh, this is bad. Okay. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. I feel obligated to offer a warning. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. There is one decisive difference between you and her. The trial is notoriously tricky and a lot of people hate it. Okay. I definitely will... I will form my own opinion. And I feel like telling someone how the trial is generally perceived can affect their experience, so let's not do that. But if I do feel like I need help, I will ask. No, you're good, Dots. I don't blame you. I'm just saying, if I need help, I will let you know. Show. But there is one decisive difference between you and her. And that is, you're not a defense attorney. Yeah, bitch, you're a prosecutor, enough. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. My first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's going to bail me out this time. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself. Let's do it, Mr. Wright! I'll be with you the whole way! Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Okay. Edgeworth immediately trying to be extra and one-up us. It's fine. It's fine. Edgeworth. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of today's proceedings, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, please opening statement. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow. he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. No personal feelings at all, Phoenix says as he puts his heart locket with Edgeworth's picture in it away. Aww. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Okay, call in Mrs. Brock. Let's do it.
Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Star, to the stand. Cough up. The fact that that's her nickname. This character is very iconic.
Haven't I seen you somewhere before?
You ordered the caviar lunch, right?
Oh ho, caviar! I've never eaten caviar before.
The judge is really wolfing it down. Ah, and for you, I have a fiesta bowl. Okay, ma'am, that is clearly furikake rice. It's fine. I don't know what about this is a fiesta. We're just gonna excuse it. It's okay. Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession? Ah, and you, sir. Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste?
This is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty, it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca.
She has Pangy character vibes. Oh, she's great. She's wonderful. What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like?
Name. Profession.
Now. Okay. Edgeworth hates women. Me? The name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us.
The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating.
Hurry it up.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime.
Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional.
What exactly does that mean?
Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator for the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. What?! Okay. What? Miss Star was a detective?
Ha! I know who you are. Cough up.
Cough up, Queen. Angel Star. Your Honor. Long time no see.
Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Star.
Who is this lady? If I might have the court's attention over here. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. Okay. Telephone, security room, block A, and then there's a fence, and then I'm guessing where those other cars are, would be block B. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks.
I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor spaces, yes?
The crime took place by a car in the back of A block. In the car's trunk, the killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness, and an arrest was made on the spot.
And who was this valiant witness?
Why, it was me, Your Honor.
Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime?
Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor.
It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright, I can't agree on principle, Your Honor.
It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining?
If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Star.
Wait, are they talking about me? Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car.
What is up with this picture? Okay, so right off the bat, is that actually the victim?
The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching.
As you can see, there is no room for doubt.
The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife, which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman.
So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed?
I'm still thinking about that.
It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
Somehow I always knew a day like this would come.
How did you know?
I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime, yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim.
Can you do be the type to whip out a wine that reflects your personality? What?
Yeah.
There would be, right, so there would be something to say about somebody that I took out Pinot Noir and gave to them. Actually, what I mean by that is... she does that with her lunch boxes? I know. She's fantastic, don't get me wrong.
Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Miss Starr, do you have something against the prosecutors? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator, and if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one.
Oh, okay, that's why she's salty. Laid off? She was fired.
To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless.
Very well, you may continue, Miss Starr.
Okay, so, no.
Chief Prosecutor Chan is probably the reason she doesn't have her dream job. So she's falsifying. Why does she have a hot dog choker? Because she's a lunch lady. And she has jelly donuts on her hat.
I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend.
This boyfriend, he's a detective?
Not that boyfriend, the security guard.
That boyfriend? You have several.
Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Here to join.
Honestly, iconic.
honestly.
Pardonnez-moi.
This case is a -2 fail. Basically what I know about this case is that it's absurdly long. That's what everyone has said. So far, I think it's interesting. I just don't understand why the prosecutor thinks she did it. Like, there has to be a good reason for that, otherwise I'm gonna be annoyed. The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applications.
I'll stick with the lunches, thanks.
Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. The security guard room is in the lot in A block. It's up on the 2nd level, so you can see everything from there. That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So, she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. You sensed something, so you're saying you had a premonition of the murder? It felt like, how would you say? Oh, yes. Hope you have your motion controls ready. This is not on the DS fail, we're fine. Okay? It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds.
I have no idea what that means.
Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese.
A young cheese.
A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn.
And I must be hard. Yellowed and sharp as a tack.
Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match. In any case there, in the lot I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. Though through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car.
A garish car, you mean?
Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes.
Mr. Edgeworth's?
Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's, isn't it?
Indeed it was. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you're sure it was the defendant?
I saw her from no further away than 30 feet. I am certain it was her.
She's telling the truth. We're doomed.
Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick.
Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness.
You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie.
Huh? Rookie?
Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside.
Why is she 80 years old? So I'm transposing my Pengy voice's Camilla voice. Does it make sense? All I'm getting is horny grandma.
Shocking.
Sir, this is not horny grandma. You clearly have forgot what horny grandma sounds like if you think this is horny grandma. We actually got slightly horny grandma vibes in Cold Steel because I was doing horny grandpa. -2. I'm gonna JPH rain you soon.
That was inspiring!
I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism? I may be relegated to the low cost of a lunch lady, but my instincts are home.
She literally did it! Like, what is this? A
28 stab wounds.
A photograph! You took this!
The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap! I took a picture!
This may be incriminating as hell, but at least she looks iconic. I know.
In fact, one of my lunch boxes is rigged with
I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness? Why am I only seeing this photograph just now?
I think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor. Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of the criminal affairs.
Well, this is most certainly the defendant! God damn it! Uh-oh, that is unmistakably Lana Skye. So, what was the defendant doing at the time? Also, if this is a real picture, why isn't the man hanging out? Why? Where's he at? He's supposed to be, like, out of the trunk. And yet... Also, maybe this is me overthinking, but, like... the bloodstains on this lab jacket that she's wearing. Why is she in a lab jacket? And why are they so high? I guess... I don't know what it's like if you stab someone. Would the blood just go pfft? I don't know. I'm not a murderer. I don't know. But it's only on the jacket. Isn't that weird? I think that's weird.
The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand.
Are we sure this isn't a picture of a finger painting accident? Roy, your mind works in mysterious ways. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying.
Well, I'd say the blade was 4 inches long! Oh, you! Oh, you! Okay. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all.
Yes, that's about right.
Prosecutors are by nature well-versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set.
You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person.
Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor.
So, the defendant was holding a knife. What then?
Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
Tell the court why you didn't try to stop the crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? Vince has a point.
Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late.
Too late?
Yes, the next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon.
I see.
It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it.
You said that before. Anything else?
Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless.
Sounds pretty fatal to me.
What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty?
Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we?
For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that! Okay, so... I was on my way to deliver lunch party to my boyfriend. Chief was holding a knife in her right hand. She thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. So where's the knife? Can I use this photo against her? And you witnessed this. You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife. As I have already said, yes, I swear it on my first salmon swirl lunch.
Sure that is a fine lunch.
But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took of the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife?
Mr. Edgeworth, thoughts?
Objection. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing.
Objection!
And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? But it's a black and white photograph.
Yes! It's hard to tell, but this could be blood.
Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem except you. Mr. Wright, are you gonna sit there and take that kind of abuse? Got a better idea? Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment that she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. That's it? If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-size lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice.
I'm getting hungry.
I didn't have time to stop her. Are you gonna sit here and take that kind of abuse? Yeah, it's actually kind of my thing. Rosen, how far in this case did you make it before you stopped? I need to know. Or did you complete this?
I don't know.
Oh, you. So I'm not there yet, but you have to tell me when I'm there. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Scott was cold, calculating like a robot. The vodka sauce and sausage Trader Joe's lunch? No, like I literally don't know. Oh. You actually checked out that hard? You know what it is? I think Rosen and Ace Attorney are just not compatible. It's really long. Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Oh my god!
She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder!
Objection!
Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in the photograph.
Well, are those gloves?
I'd say it isn't that much smaller than the rest of the game Fine. That's what people said, Fail. That's okay. I'm here. I am here for it. It's fine. I don't mind if it's long. We played Great Ace Attorney. Great Ace Attorney, everything was fucking long. So it's cool. I'm also enjoying Ace Attorney 1. So it's okay. Surgical gloves, made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. Those gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder, a serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. I feel AA is at its best when it doesn't take itself too seriously, and the first trilogy is pretty good at that. I mean, how would you rate Great Ace Attorney in terms of taking itself seriously? Because I actually think Great Ace Attorney 2 has a overall really good story, and it was very, like, it's a very good visual novel. Too damn much out of 10. Yeah, I think Great Ace Attorney 1, it's so much build-up, and the pace is really bad. That definitely affected my enjoyment of the game. But Great Ace Attorney 2 was, like, really good. I think I'm mostly down with what Ace Attorney is putting down. I've actually enjoyed this game because it feels so abbreviated compared to Great Ace Attorney that I'm just like, oh yeah, great. But like, cross-examining witnesses and using evidence against them is pretty fun. Like, I like the loop. I think I also take away a few points from GAA because it wasn't voiced. Well, none of the Ace Attorney games are voiced, right? I mean, I am at a point with streaming where, like, it is noticeably harder to stream games for a long time. That are not voiced because it's just a lot to read. Like, I can read to stream, but it's really nice when things are fully voiced. It's really fucking nice. But it's my job as a streamer to bring the voice acting for you guys to enjoy it. So that is what I will continue to do. What's up, Mitch? You just call me Panty? Susato had to die because I couldn't do it. I appreciate the gimmicks on these. They do make up for the lack of voice acting, the movement, the sound effects. Yeah. Current gen, for real, if they make another Ace Attorney, I expect voice acting. Current gen game, it's not enough. They were lazy, I guess. To be fair, the touched up sprites look good. That's Grant's job. Grant's gonna help me starting with the next game. Grant's gonna help me with Ghost Trick. For what it's worth, Great Ace Attorney was originally a 3DS game. Yeah, there's lots of... Well... How many games on the 3DS are not completely voiced? I don't know. The ones I've played, I feel like, for the most part, have been, but eh. She came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Star. I think Capcom considers this an ultra-low-budget series and doesn't give them the money. Yeah, but Awakening and Fates had cutscenes with voice acting and character, like, audio clips. The most Ace Attorney gets is objection and hold it. And that's basically it. Voice the trials Danganronpa style. I think that was a surprise for me, like, when we played Danganronpa, and I realized, like, oh, y'all actually voice acted everything? That was a really nice surprise. It's just, like, as the player... as the streamer, I'm not even gonna just say the player, but, like, it's really nice when things are voice acted. I felt this a lot when I played, Fire Emblem Engage, and even Three Houses, to an extent, on stream, where, like, all the supports were voiced. Danganronpa was fully voiced on the PSP. I know. I know. By the way, guys, we've got the 100 line is coming out a few days before my birthday this year. In about 2.5 months. That's like the spiritual successor of Danganronpa, this time for real, because they're pretending Raincoat didn't happen. And you know what? They might be right for that. Because Raincoat is not a good game. You have to go hunting for your Switch? They put Raincoat on the Amaterasu Express. I know, the sad thing about Raincoat is that it peaked in the first chapter. It's not a VN, but somewhat adjacent-ish. I recently played a short horror game that was really cool. What was it? Yankee Von Lettuce. Okay, hey. This is bad. Who do you simp for in Ace Attorney games? Do I? I guess Gumshoe. No, you're that guy that aggressively wanted to take over my Genshin account. Mouthwashing. Oh, I haven't heard of that one. Let's all pivot to Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Not gonna happen. Story-based and it's 3 hours long. It was rad. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Dots. I don't really do horror, though. You most certainly tried to backseat game, yes. I do accept your apology. Mouthwashing is pretty cool. Indie, low budget, very gory. Well, I will not be playing that then. Thank you. She's got them thinking this was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I've got to think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated.
Yay!
It's only... Okay, yeah. Yeah. We already read this. Thank you! So, we have to present against the premeditated comments. No! I skipped past it because I'm bad at reading. remember me for being bad at Amane. You play BlazBlue? I'm excited to see you stream 100 line, but I can't set expectations too high because of rain code. Yeah, Bubble Wand, I'm not gonna lie, I am 100% in the same boat as you. I'm like, your BF mains Amane as well. Oh yeah, my BF at the time. Rest in peace. I'm excited to see you stream. Yeah, I feel like they hyped up Raincoat like it was gonna be something amazing, and
I'm not your sister anymore.
it really wasn't. Rest in peace. Your boyfriend died. No, he's not.
Pardonnez-moi.
Okay. Yeah, so I can't think about 100 line without thinking about Digimon Survive, and that game was horse doggy doo-doo. Okay, I have actually clicked through the line so many times.
There's no doubt. It's shit.
Yeah, I mean, Digimon Survive was one of the worst games. Digimon Survive had the writing in the wall hard. I know. You literally on the first episode fail. I thought this was one of those this boyfriend, that boyfriend, the other boyfriend type beats. No. Kevin did not die. Just broke up last year and yes. Anyways, I will crush all Amanes forever because of him. That's wonderful. The murder was planned, the rubber gloves prove it. Okay. So, this is what we are up against. Nano! What's up, Nano? Happy Saturday. Nano, we're doing like, this is a chaotic stream tonight. We did Trails of Cold Steel, we've got Ace Attorney, and we are trophy hunting Nocturne later tonight. What the fuck? What the actual variety fuck is going on here? No, I'm actually seeing someone, Genki, so thanks but no thanks. Even if I wasn't, thanks but no thanks. Is this case gonna end tonight? No. This case is apparently as long as the entirety of the game, if not more so. So, we're gonna be here for a while. We're in the first day of the trial though, and I'm... the murder was planned. The murder was planned, the murder was planned. Emma deserves a spotlight. Saw the dungeon area for a moment in Trails and had sweet music. Yeah, Trails has like, they split up my party into 3 groups, and I love when JRPGs do that, so I'm excited. Who do I simp for? Probably Detective Gumshoe. Okay. Murder was planned, rubber gloves prove it. Oh. Okay. We're not judging lettuce. Well, you know what's on the inside of this fan? Amane Nishiki. This is an old-ass Blaze Blue fan. Property of Lana Sky, last call made to her sister, Emma. I don't really... Record of parking in the prosecutor's office lot. Entered lot at 5. Traces of victim's blood, no prints, usually in Edgeworth's toolbox. I actually don't know that any of my evidence proves that this wasn't planned. Which boyfriend is Edgeworth? None of the above, because he wants to be right. The phone? Nope, wrong. The murder was planned, the rubber gloves fit. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. I mean... How... How is she able to take this? Taken by Angel Star after the crime was committed. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. Trigonometry. Sense something? Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Did I press this? Okay, yeah, we definitely read this. can I disagree with this? I saw him standing next to the car. No. No. Okay, he's not... can I use the photo against this? I'm gonna try, and I think I'm wrong. Nope. Okay. It has to be this then. The murder was planned, the rubber gloves prove it. I'm definitely gonna get a game over. I wouldn't dare. No. Alright, I'm out. Yeah, this is a really hard cross-examination. So... Wait. Oh! It doesn't auto-save! Holy High Ranger. Oh my god! It doesn't auto-save! Wow!
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Yeah, GBA game, sorry. Hi, Ifrit. Holy fuck! Alright, please excuse me while I skip through the dialogue, guys. We're like 20 minutes into the trial. Wow! Wow! Okay. Yes, bring it on. Fucking hell. Do 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 do. Alright, yep, we're clicking through. So wait, Genki, I told you you're notorious for backseating. You wouldn't, even you wouldn't at me and then backseat, right? You wouldn't do that. Dale, +2 or -2? +2? You are so toxic. Alright. Yes, we're skipping through. Sorry. Okay, Pride Rave +2? Okay, but we're not giving that. No. Yeah, do I have to repress all this? Yep. Okay, so present the picture, right? This is about where we were. Wait, did I forget something? Through the wire fence, I saw the... Did I really need to press all of this? Holy shit. Okay. Up on the second level, you can see everything. Security. Yeah, Phil, if he does anything else -2, just ban. I think we pressed everything the first time. 3 OCs, 1 chooser. The really hot OC guy. Wait, the like elk person? Oh, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. If it was anyone but him though, I'd be like talking shit. I sense something. So wait, why don't I have... Why don't I have the picture this time? Am I forgetting something that I did? I thought I pressed her on everything. Okay. Yes, right. We read this. So who won dots? I don't even know the guy's name. I just know he's the hot elk guy. Hot OC guy, male Byleth, Sharina, and Balder? Oh, she's just a big boop. Big boop Chan. No Lin. Oh, here we go. Here we go! Alright, we didn't press this one this time. Got it. So, I think it was against this that we pressed it with it, right? Sharina winning is good, the story just conveniently does her dirty, or constantly does her dirty. Okay. So... Continuing on. Is Colin calculating like a robot? Okay. Look at the Chief Persecutor's hands in the photograph. Those gloves, right? Okay, so now we are gonna save. Because we are officially where we were when we died. Pixel art Marth, no pants. I'm surprised we don't have a Marth with no pants. Oh my god. He's from a simpler time. What if she was in the habit of wearing gloves like driving gloves? Those were admitted as evidence. Their rubber gloves used for autopsies. Chief prosecutor came crime scene. He came to do murder. It's only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned in a premeditated crime. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to the garish car. Like... We already tried using this against this statement. I feel like the game is telling me I have to disagree with this statement. So... what do we have? It's not the badge. Goodman's ID. I don't see how Goodman's ID could be related to anything. The gravel in the swimsuit? Oh! Wait. No. Sorry, I thought this said something that it doesn't. Traces of victim's blood, no prints. There's no prints because there was gloves, so that actually works against me. I thought the knife was here to help. Can I look at the knife? We already looked at the blood, yeah. The victim's blood, either way, Edgeworth. Yeah, right, we already read this earlier. Is there anything else about this knife that can help? I'm thinking no. Miles Edgeworth parking stub. Doesn't help. What about the autopsy? No. Wow, this is a really insane cross-examination. The phone didn't work. The crime photo didn't work. It could be the ticket? I think I tried the ticket once. I'll try again. I'm gonna have to reload after we fail, though. Chief! I am struggling right now. Save?
Oh my God!
Chief. Help me here.
Don't say that.
Yeah, I know. But let me explain the situation and tell me what you would do, okay? So, there's this girl who's our defendant, this one right here. And she is being blamed for stabbing a man and dumping him in a trunk. And she's wearing gloves in the photo, so the gloves prove that this is a premeditated murder. We need to disprove that somehow. And I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't have helpful things. I have an autopsy report, I have this weird-ass note, I have a cell phone. I've got floor plans, I've got a knife, a parking ticket. Gloves do not mean it's premeditated if she has literally any other pick of wearing gloves while out. But we don't have that in our court record, so I can't like generate that, unfortunately. And that's the only picture of her that we have. I actually don't know. Because, like, we've tried everything. We tried the autopsy. We tried... I think we tried Goodman's note. We tried the cell phone. We tried the parking lot layout. We tried the crime photo. Was that blood or motor oil? I mean, we don't know because it's black and white. Was she fixing the car? No, I don't think so. It doesn't help that our defendant says that she did it, which is like... great. Maybe this isn't the statement I'm supposed to go against? Although, if that is the case, I'll be a little annoyed at the game because it seems to be adamantly telling me that I need to disprove that gloves don't mean premeditation. But none of the things in my court record help with that. I'm gonna try repressing her and see if she has any different dialogue. How'd you know? The knife does not have prints. Okay, so repressing. She was visiting one of her boyfriends. I parked in B block. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Right, we've read this a few times. Okay. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. Mr. Edgeworth's car. The knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's, wasn't it? Indeed it was. I mean, if it's Edgeworth's knife, does that mean that it's not premeditated? Because why would she kill with a knife she found in the car? I'm gonna try presenting the knife. How it works. Fucking... Damn. Okay. Okay. The knife was in Edgeworth's car, and she used the knife to kill. Therefore, it was not premeditated, because if it was premeditated, she would have brought her own knife. Is that the line of reasoning? I guess that actually makes sense. I'm not gonna lie. Are you trying to test me? I sell lunch boxes for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. How does she sell lunchboxes? Wait. The bloody murder weapon in a red car. The defendant is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? Mommy, are prosecutors bad people? The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned the murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves.
Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning.
However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon? Okay. Alright, we're back. Oh. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Oh! Ah!
Order! Order! Order!
Great. Now the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Bah! The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care about that is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need prove, nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you are clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing...
I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again.
Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now. She's a lunch lady. You see the jelly donuts on her hat? Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. Oh, okay. Okay. That's what we're gonna go against. The autopsy report specifically says one knife wound, so you got carried away with yourself, Jelly-chan. We're gonna get you.
Bye-bye. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it?
So, if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy?
In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness.
Jelly-chan? Yeah, because she has jelly donuts. I'm gonna take an intelligence pee, so I will be right back.
Get me out of here, 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 get me out of here!
Strike me pink.
Oh, hello. Alright, let's do this. Angel's Deduction. We already know what we're doing with this, right? It's like, it's kind of Jover. Yes, Lady Sky intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure she had a grudge. Oh, it's an LPT character? Hey, what's up, John? Correct. This, yes. She's great. We love her, actually. Ma'am, you are so wrong. You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise! I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Starr. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. You're right! Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. What a hunk. He's my hero, really. What about my objection? No one noticed? Well, witness. Got the crime scene set, right? Oh. Thanks. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breasts. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him with at least twice. Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify! Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. Her red muffler? Yes, like a scarf. Chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck. So she can be easily hanged at a moment's notice, I suppose. He's right. This guy was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? Wait, isn't it odd that you mistook that for splattered blood? Well, people often mistake my beard for a bib! A judge with a bib. That's why this place feels so much like kindergarten sometimes. Actually, I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest. However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only one knife wound. Apparently, Miss Starr isn't entirely sure of her own testimony. Mr. Wright, this is our chance! Chance for what, I wonder? Miss Starr has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off. The short wick burns out the fastest. It's a scientific fact. I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax and even a really short wick will burn longer. Obviously, more scientific testing is required. Lana Sky intended to murder Detective Goodman. You said that, but you haven't told us how you know. That's what I'm about to tell you, rookie! I believe she just said... What she just said was a mere prelude to the story she is about to tell. Try not to interrupt her again. Never interrupt a storyteller. It's like pulling a bun out of the oven half-baked. Something's half-baked here, alright, and it's you. Alright. The red muffler looked like blood to me. That's... She isn't wearing it! Alright. Ma'am! Alright. 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 You gave us this photo! The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph. But that can't be! Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Congratulations, perhaps you finally found your true calling in life.
Harsh words, but good.
In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. That was my objection. What was my objection? Chopped liver? But it was there. A scarf? No, not that, but something red. Really? Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude. But back to business. What?
Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that.
Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. The most important part? The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. I mean, why is she allowed to give multiple testimonies? We've proven her wrong so many times. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Aren't you were through a fence, babes. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. Hey, Starberry. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. So she used to be a detective ranger.
You are quite determined about this scarf, aren't you?
I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. No thanks. Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oil drum? Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Roar!
Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examination.
There is so much wrong with this. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition. Quickly caught her, explained her rights, and arrested her on the spot. Okay, let's actually just press her. So, where is this partition on the floor plan? I'm sure she means this wall next to the car. Yeah, she slicked her hair. We're about to get her ass for the final time, though. That's right. There was a wall there about 6 feet high. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing to do for a criminal. What did you do then? I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and then arrested her on the spot. You say quickly, were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Behind a fence?! Yeah, that's a terrible parking spot. I'd like to see this on the floor plans just to be safe. The Lunchland car was She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. So you witnessed the murder from here. That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes. Is that correct, Miss Star? Yes, that's right. Hey, Blackbird, good morning.
But there was a chain link fence in front of you.
I went over it, of course.
Amazing, the Cough-Up Queen lunch lady athlete indeed. Pause, what's up, Pause?
It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence, so she could have gotten to my sister that fast. Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high too, so how did Miss Sky get away? Not get away. She mentioned the muffler when I arrested her? She mentioned the muffler? What exactly did she say? If I remember exactly, I would have told you in testimony. Cheeky. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler.
Like a car! Just one word. So.
Oh. So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but someone else. Yes, Chief Prosecutor was talking on her phone. Her phone? She can't mean... By phone, do you mean the cell phone discovered at this crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately? My memory. It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see.
No, the court doesn't see, Miss Star.
The Chief Prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. Why would she do that? Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently it was out of order. So she used her cell phone? Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Keep in mind, there is someone watching all this unfold from the security box.
Good witnessing, witness.
Good witnessing? I never heard of good testifying.
You should, of course, add this to your testimony.
The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. The word muffler was overheard during a call made to Emma at 5:18. I saw it all, how she tried the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell instead. Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court?
Aha! I was going to ask the same thing.
I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookie. The Chief Prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. She then picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. How'd you see that? So she pulled out her cell phone out of her pocket. During the time you climbed over the chain link fence. Where are the gloves? Then I boldly grabbed her arm. The Chief Prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this. What is it, Mr. Wright? Okay. Nope, this didn't work. Sorry! My bad, my bad, my bad. How she tried the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell instead. Should I present the floor plan? Yeah. You literally could not have seen that. Miss Star, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Sky.
Objection!
The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, how would you have thought you would be my knight? Who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Well, Miss Star, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. Can you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me and I'll make you cough it all up. Let's look at the floor plan. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Sky making the phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. Oh! We're pursuing! Order! Order! What is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch, she's coughing up lies! Ugh. That's quite the claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about what she saw. In other words, she didn't see Miss Sky using an emergency phone. That does seem hard to imagine. How could she have? Very logical. What's the matter, Star? Cat got your lunchbox? Mr. Wright, I hate to bother you while you're celebrating your victory, but why would Miss Star lie like that? Huh? Why would she say that my sister had tried to use the phone but failed? It doesn't make any sense. Why lie about something so insignificant? Oh, I think she's right. I mean, maybe she really did see her try to use the phone. I see no room for doubt here. Ordered the patooey on rice, right? Mr. Wright, I thought you had something. Wait, what?! That was literally watermelon on rice. It has to be where, because if she saw it, then she was standing somewhere else. Also, I will say this, if you took this photo, you were not standing from that angle. That angle is literally impossible.
I've been waiting for this.
This guy tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Star to lie about it. Pointless to lie, I see. But say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone, it would mean Miss Star witnessed the crime from a different location. Different location. Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All the testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. The place from where Miss Star witnessed the crime was here! Fuck. Think? I mean, it's highly likely that she was here. You think? Fuck! Wait! No! No, I need to save! Okay, it's fine. It's fine, 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 it's fine. Well, the problem is, the photo has... The photo has the fence in it. Oh! Wait, she's here. No, maybe not. Because this fence is a dotted line, showing that it's graded. This one is a straight line, meaning it's maybe a wall? I don't know. You think she has to be an A block? I think I agree with you. I'm gonna try it. What if it was a mirrored fence? Okay, you are unhinged. Doesn't work. Fuck!
This is over. Bye.
Yeah, I'm dead. Save again. We're gonna save here this time. Well, she was in the security room. That hasn't come up at all, though. She vented. The photo? But, like, the photo's angle would put her about here, in my opinion, which is my first guess, and it didn't work. And then we tried here, which is also somewhat logical.
Take that!
I'm wrong. Oh! This is the only place where she could have been.
The security guard room.
Indeed. The security guard room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. So, I'm sorry. If she was in the room, how the fuck did she get this? But how did she get this? It's built on the floor. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot. Serial shuriken cameras? What is this, Fail?
She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There's many other places where she could have seen the phone.
Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness not being part of the prosecutor's office couldn't park in A block. The only place she could have seen the crime, and the back of the partition, is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Starr, how many years have I been getting the better of men? Amen. To think that the tables could be turned. Today a man has got the better of Angel Starr.
Order, order, witness! What have you done? You used to be a detective, you should know better.
I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. The guilty, is she talking about Miss Sky? No, she's probably talking about all prosecutors. Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? It doesn't make sense. Huh? She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. The truth still stands.
Objection!
It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
The witness testimony is true and airtight except for all the times she lied or made things up. This game. If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason.
So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright.
Oh, me.
Who else?
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. She lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference, but what? What would change? The view. Why the angle Why? The angle at which she saw the crime occur could change.
The angle? What do you mean?
For kangarooing my courts? I mean, yeah. The security guard station is on the second floor, and she would have sort of
I'll turn this lie
more
into
3D
the
view of the
truth.
crime.
This is important. Why?
So, no, it's not that I picked too fast. I legitimately thought that that was what we needed to say. I didn't not think about it. So a problem here is we are now going to continue with basically no health, and we cannot make mistakes. So we have to quickly skip through the dialogue after proving that she was in the security room. Lemonade. So the reason I picked that angle thing is because there's no way she could have a photo like this if she was in the guard room. That means somebody else took the photo. She said she was in B block. Distance? She did specify distance earlier, and that could be significant because she said that she went and apprehended her.
I've been waiting for this.
It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime. My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see. What she saw is not the question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Star, you witnessed the crime scene from the security guard station. What's up, Denkai? Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky?
Well, witness.
You. Yes? Almost at the scene of the crime means it wasn't the scene of the crime. You know what? I get that meme because of the Christmas thing. You ordered the squid wheels, right? The quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend.
Boysenberry for the boyfriend.
Wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. Before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked, I couldn't open it. What? That's why I had to go through the visitors parking in B block.
That's quite a detour.
Oh, ain't no way. Ain't no way. We have a call at 5:18. This changes things considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear on my finest plastic spork. You have a point. And the spork is a wonderful invention. Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely. Uh-oh.
Objection!
5 minutes between witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You can make pasta in that amount of time. If you like it al dente. Okay, fair. I've got lunch boxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange. If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. Miss Sky dawdled at the crime scene. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. It seems we've come to the end of this testimony. Witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go? Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. That was too close. I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned. Oh. Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered squid wheels, right? That's one she tried to foist off on me. I prefer to not take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. What? I can't believe the next witness, Bruce Goodman's pet hamster, couldn't testify today. Well, maybe tomorrow. What was that? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr. Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Really? Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? That's not her shoe. That is literally not her shoe! Two types of blood were found on the shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. What? There was blood found on that shoe? Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple. As I've already said, I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. Perjury isn't a crime, it's a state of mind. This bitch is crazy. You perform blood test? This bitch. I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1, evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Oh, it seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by members of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Mr. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. You could at least study some evidence law, really. Yeah, please give us the updated autopsy. Okay, so this is the victim's shoe. Not the attacker's shoe. White enamel shoe bears traces of blood from Goodman and Monoscribe. Where was the attacker cut? It was a victim that got cut. Okay, so... This blood is my sister's, right? Or so. Lana's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime. Oh! Fail. There's blood here too! On the sole of the shoe, it's gotta be the victim's. He must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood. Except... wasn't he laying, like, his feet were in the car? All this blood, it's horrible. This blood might be an important clue. It's definitely an important. Okay. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. Why'd you lie about those 5 minutes? I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results. Results? How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing. And why didn't you just tell the truth? Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. This when the suspect is admitting she did it. The false testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. Let's just get this over with. She was gonna kill the guy, and then she got cold feet and turned around and cut herself. I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive. Of course, she went back and stabbed the corpse. No, I think we're gonna use, like, the photo doesn't show blood on the ground. So it's gotta be that. Okay. So she took away evidence from the scene of the crime. Types of blood were found on the shoe. One, of course, was the victim's. The other blood type matched that of the defendant. The shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. I mean, we need to press. You brought it to the forensics department. If you're going to submit something as evidence to court, you need it to be approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert. She got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective. The shoe does not appear to have bloodstains on it. Well, the man was stabbed after all. And the blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman. As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe. Okay. You can't say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie. Huh? Well, speak up. Well, blood comes from 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However, can't tell from a blood test whether the murder was committed in blood. Okay. That's a figure of speech. Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there, which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just 1 person. Or so I hear. That's pretty specific. If I had a little more time, I would have gotten the DNA test results. Excuse me, but they said that there's very little doubt that it could be anyone but Lana Skies. So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe. That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. I was afraid she was gonna say that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is what we're gonna press. There's a problem. I'd say there is one critical problem with this evidence, a clear contradiction. What gleam in your eyes? You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish cut now. But you couldn't take the heat, could you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with the evidence. I wonder if you noticed there's blood on the bottom of the shoe? Don't mess with me, rookie, or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. That makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of his shoe? The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint. Note that the bottom of this victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? Aha! As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. With this photo that the same witness gave to us, because she can't get her story straight, she's done. Get her out of my courtroom. That contradicts your claim about this shoe.
This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. Thank you, film. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Order, order, order! Well, witness.
What? Huh? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint.
Oh, that's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint.
Think, Mr. Wright, think.
Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions.
What?
See. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. I dropped the shoe on his knife wound, but it looked nasty, so I cleaned it up before I took the shoe from... It better not be anything like that. But she slipped up. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. She's beautiful but deadly, a predator this one, a leopard woman, roar.
I thought there was a strange thing for a normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty?
Oh, that, I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory.
Witness, well, was the oil drum empty?
The oil drum, kicked over by the chief prosecutor, was brimming with water!
Water? What does that mean?
So don't get it, Mr. Wright.
Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason. Don't say it's to wash away blood. You don't mean...
Yes.
The suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase bloodstains that would have become evidence against her. That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoes tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs.
Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence.
That reminds me, Miss Sky's right knee was hurt. She didn't say she cut herself when she stabbed... Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him?
So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe?
Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial.
Mr. Wright, do something, please.
What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it.
But...
Enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well.
But Angel Star is on the prosecution's side. She could have been lying about the water.
This court finds a defendant, Miss Lana Sky. So she manipulated the evidence of the person she hates. Well, we still have this picture of her ironclad testimony. Right.
Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution's side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox, called evidence.
Wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else. The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court.
Your threats don't scare me, the cough-up queen. Look at this. So she had more evidence. Okay. Why is there liquid coming out of the muffler?
A photograph.
I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim.
I see no room for error in this evidence.
Mr. Wright, wait. Look at the asphalt in this photo. Hey, it's clearly wet.
Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind, immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. Sorry, Mia. Right? Wet or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt, take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. This is the last piece of evidence.
Very well, this time I'd like to declare a verdict for good.
Objection. Your Honor, wait.
What is with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait?
No, it can't. Then it will be too late. Look at this photograph, the one last submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. Good lord. Okay. I'm saving again. So, Wright, are you saying there's a problem with the latest piece of evidence? Yeah? I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this.
I suppose since we've come this far, we could give every claim a fair shake. Well, Mr. Wright, show the court the problem with the photograph.
So this is sus. I mean, the shoe isn't in the water, which is why it doesn't have the blood off of it. Okay, that makes sense. I want to say it's this, but I don't know. The wound isn't bleeding on the floor. I think that's it. Yeah, he's wearing all white. That's a good point, huh? There's literally only blood on the shoe. So it's between this muffler and this wound, eh? Okay. Okay, wound. Wait! What? I'm sorry, did we not save? Okay, we did. I was shook. Okay, I'm gonna just go here. Problem in this photograph is here.
What's this?
There's something poking out of the car's muffler.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth.
Your Honor?
You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph.
A muffler is also a part of on a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe.
See, and I see. What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the muffler?
A Japanese gun. So what if there is something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with the case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Objection! Sorry, Miss Star, but it's not gonna be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important. You said as much in your testimony. Oh, it's a Japanese pun! I read that as gun, Phil. Muffura can mean scarf or muffler. Yeah, they were describing, like, her scarf as a muffler, and I thought that was strange. What?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to the case.
The phone call, right? Miss Star, recall your testimony for the court. Muffler. Ah! Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was it actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means the piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh! Put her down. It's over.
Well, it seems we will have to suspend the proceedings.
Yes. Suspend.
I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered, here we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed?
I suppose so. Whew, that was close. But we made it, at least for now.
This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all.
Still hungry?
Hey!
I lied, Lamau. Yeah, this witness is extremely insane. Alright, guys. We made it to a really good stopping point. I got past the hated part. I'm not gonna lie, Dots. I think the hardest part was that, cross-examination. Like, the knife wasn't very intuitive. I guess it was once I was on the right train of thought. The cross-examination. Wait, was that the one that they hate? It was tough, I'm not gonna lie. It was tough to realize at first, but after I realized it, I was like, oh, I guess that does kind of track. Like, if it was premeditated, why wouldn't you bring your own weapon? Like, why would you just use what was there? Kind of thing. To be fair, I did die. I ate shit. We got, like, 2 game overs. So it's... that speaks for itself. Anyways, guys. That's an 8-hour stream. I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. Nocturne, I might still do later, but probably not on stream. I think I'm just gonna get out of here for the night. But We will be back tomorrow with Trails of Cold Steel 3 and more Ace Attorney. So, please look forward to it. Love you all. Have a good night.